Hey guys, I'm just gonna have like a mock test today. So ito na yung pangalawang oral mock test ko. It's gonna be continuous, like part A, part B, and part C, and then afterwards my feedback. Titimpla lang ako ng kape ngayon, kinakabahan, pero we're gonna be fine. Okay, let's go!
Wait. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, so welcome to the second mock oral exam. It's like a real exam, so that's a really good practice so that you know how to do it in like exam conditions. We'll get started. So there's like 3 sections: primary healthcare, legal, and the problem solving section. So we've got part A, so this one's 10 minutes and there's no references allowed. So a patient presents to the pharmacy requesting assistance for some help with their nail. 10 minutes will start.
Sorry, just a question. Would there be like a timer on the screen or you just... Okay, no worries.
So 10 minutes will start when you're ready.
Yep, all good. I'm ready now.
And now.
Please, I think I can help you with that. Are you asking for a product for yourself or for someone else? Just wanted to share the questioning template that I had as well for my part A. So most of you are maybe familiar with this WAMR. So as you have noticed after my quick introduction that I asked if the patient or the one who presented in the pharmacy is asking for a product for herself or for someone else, because it's very, very important for you to identify who the patient is, because it might say in the question itself that a female came to a pharmacy asking for a specific product, but then pwede palang sa anak niya pala yun. So before you assume, it's very important for you to start who the patient is, and then make sure that you have this kind of format. You can use this format as well, or if meron naman kayong format na binigay ng inyong intern training program, pwede nyong i-amend yon or i-tailor yon na mag-work best for you. But this one, I have it all memorized, and then when I started doing my questioning, or after my introduction, I started to write all these mnemonics, and then I take which ones I actually ask, and then make sure ko na wala akong nalilimutan. And then the next one would be the lindocarf as well. So this is for you to be able to navigate and ask more about like the symptoms. So hindi naman kailangan i-ask mo lahat to, but it just shows hindi lang yung competence, but ang dami-dami mong information na makukuha if you ask the certain questions. It applies to most of like the conditions, skin conditions, specifically for pain as well. But in some cases, hindi nag-work itong lindocarf na to. So by practice, you'll be able to know when and when not to use this type of questioning.
Yeah, it's for myself.
Okay.
57 years old.
May I ask, what are your symptoms at the moment?
So I have a feeling that my nail's a little bit infected. It's on like my big toe.
That's the only toe that I can see. It's just a little bit thick and like a little bit crumbly on the edge, and there's like a little bit of yellowing on the tip.
So did you just say that it's just on the big toe, or the other nails are affected as well?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Do you possibly know what caused it?
Because I did some aerobics in like the swimming pool, and I just first started classes.
Oh, have you tried anything already for that? Have you possibly noticed like anything that make it worse or anything that make it better? If you have any other medical conditions at the moment?
So I have high blood pressure and high cholesterol, but they're both stable.
Have you got like any allergies? So are you taking any other medications at the moment?
Yep, so I take Ramipril for high blood pressure. I take like 1 tablet once a day, and I take...
Any other over-the-counter medications that you can buy in a supermarket as well? It looks like you're having a fungal infection on your nail. It might be you're doing aerobics, and you said that you did like a pedicure, so it might be the cause of that. What I can suggest would be the Lost Real like nail lacquer. So this one doesn't need like any filing. I think this is the most convenient and most appropriate one for you. So what you can do is you can apply today. So you won't see instant improvement with this one. So just make sure to continue using it for about like 6 to 12 months. That's going to be the average time that you have to use it. And if you don't see any improvement for like a couple of months, a month or two, I suggest for you to see your doctor with that. And then if you ever notice that there's going to be redness or other painful symptoms and any discharge coming out of your toenails and the other nails are being affected too. Doctor with that as well. So it is very important with a fungal infection that keeping the affected area really clean and dry. Do you have like any questions with me?
Not really. I think that was pretty clear. Thank you for letting me know. I'll try just a quick question as well. So can I file it down if I feel like it, or like it's not necessary?
Well, with the Lost-Real nail lacquer, it's really not necessary to file down the nails. But if it's like getting like thicker, so filing would be helpful as well in order to remove all the excess dead skin cells. So what you can do is soak your feet into warm water and then pat it dry, about like 5 to 10 minutes. Then pat it dry and then you can file down your nails. And do that like before application of nail lacquer. That way, that should be all good as well.
In that case, I'll just use the nail lacquer. But yeah, thank you for your time. So you ended with really good time. You had like 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
2 minutes and 47 seconds, which was really good, but I thought you covered this section really, really well. You asked all the really necessary questions, and I like how you said, is there anything that made it better or worse? I think that's a really interesting and good question to ask. The details that, they'll be able to reveal with that question. So you ask a lot of open-ended questions and closed-ended questions, so it's a really good variety. So like kind of like pinpointing, is there like any itching? Is it the whole nail, which is really good, or just the big toe? So that's really important. Because if it's multiple nails, then you might have to refer them back to the doctor, or if it's at the base. You recommended an appropriate treatment, so Lost-Real nail lacquer. In this case, you can file down the infected area, especially if it's like thick and crusty. But you just have to make sure that you don't use the same file on like healthy nails.
Oh, I see.
Pass it on, this section is still fine. But you still gave appropriate counseling on that in terms of like the Lost-Real nail lacquer. You did 6 to 12 months, which is correct counseling.
So with the 2 minutes remaining, so with the examiner ask few more questions, because on questions like what should you not use this scenario, or if the patient is pregnant. Well, actually, if the patient is pregnant in this scenario, I'm not really sure what to give.
So yeah, it depends on the time, or like if they're like behind schedule, but they can ask you like, oh, why did you give that as your recommendation?
Doctor, but in this case, she's not pregnant because she's like 57 years old.
Yeah.
But I think you were like discerning enough to know that like, it stops it from like the odor, making sure it's clean and dry. So you kind of like covered most of the questions that they would have asked you anyway. So your tailoring of the lifestyle recommendations is really, really good. So I think you did really, really well.
Oh, thank you.